send this to Peter.
Gregory heads on, Morrison's missed it.
Just a heads up, I'm still doing the
Ball's whipped in, Gregory heads on, Morrison faster to the ball. Incredible reactions.
Think fast, act faster in play with all new live match notifications, our fastest ever login and in-play score centre. Bet in play faster than ever. Sky Bet. That's betting better.
Alexa, play my road trip playlist. Alexa, reorder duct tape. Alexa, call Dad. Again.
Calling Dad.
Come on then, what do you do this time?
WWE 2K18, available now at Argos.
Welcome to Family Zoo. Let's get this zoo back in business. Try hundreds of puzzles. Build your zoo. Befriend new characters. Train dozens of animals. And write your own story. Play Family Zoo for free.
Something new is happening at Homebase. We're making it even easier to have your dream kitchen with a stunning new range from Kit and Caboodle, including worktops, appliances, and all the finishing touches in the latest styles and colours. But don't just take our word for it. Come challenge us on style, challenge us on quality, and challenge us on price, even during competitor sales. We're confident you won't find better value on kitchens. Homebase. Always low prices.
Hello, little glass. Is it true because of all that vitamin C you're a big hit with immune systems? Oh my. Well, that'll be a yes then.
Sidewalk.
What?
Sidewalk.
Pavement. If you're going to give me directions, you'll have to do so in the Queen's English.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
The fourth round of the Carabao Cup continues this evening at Stamford Bridge. The 5-time winners Chelsea are in action. They're up against Everton with David Unsworth in temporary charge after Koeman's sacking on Monday. 7:45 kickoff, no goals in that one. Chelsea making 9 changes tonight. Danny Drinkwater with a debut and Rooney starting for Everton up front. But we're at Wembley to see Tottenham and West Ham meet here at this stadium for the first ever time, and it's for a place in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup. Your commentators here at Wembley Stadium, Andy Hinchcliffe, and first, good evening to Rob Hawthorne.
Good evening, Simon. The venue for next year's final on February the 25th is starting to feel like home for Tottenham, who've won their last 3 games here, putting to bed any talk of a Wembley hoodoo. But for West Ham, form is a concern, in particular after that humiliation against newly promoted Brighton on Friday. Local derbies always seem to matter more, and especially when there is a place in the last 8 of a major cup competition at stake. Spurs saw their title bid last year scuppered by a defeat against West Ham, something they've not forgotten despite the fact they won at West Ham in the league this season. So Mauricio Pochettino hasn't taken too many risks with his team selection. Indeed, Pochettino has stuck to his pledge to keep a largely senior team, with Dutchman Michel Vorm's return one of 7 changes from the win over Liverpool. 19-year-old Argentine Juan Foyth adds a youthful element, having played in the last round. Danny Rose plays his first game in front of home fans since his outspoken comments about the club's direction. And the so-called Harry Kane team has to do without him today. Fernando Llorente has yet to score for Spurs. Pochettino has Moussa Dembele available again. Also on the bench is Harry Winks, whose only senior goal was against West Ham last season. Although Slaven Bilic has to prioritise the league to safeguard his job, it is a strong enough team. Adrian returns in goal as the first of 9 changes from Friday's defeat by Brighton. Young Irishman Declan Rice has played in each previous round and has experience alongside him. Skipper Mark Noble comes back, having called the players' meeting that West Ham hope will inspire the kind of win Manuel Lanzini earned for them against Spurs last season. And Andy Carroll certainly owes Bilic and his teammates one after his needless red card against Burnley. Marko Arnautovic, who's on the bench likewise, is due a big performance after his big money move from Stoke. So the stakes high with 2 places left in the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup, especially for Slaven Bilic, who, if reports are to be believed, has just 2 games left to save his job. Spurs against West Ham, live next.
You can find us in every corner of the world, watching, listening, analysing. We are everywhere, and we see everything. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Tottenham against West Ham, and Spurs including the man whose goal got them into this round, Andy.
Yeah, I think Dele Alli's selection for both of Spurs' League Cup ties shows how seriously Pochettino is taking the competition. He'll get up in support of Llorente, then work his magic in the final third.
Well, West Ham have had to take all kinds of criticism from outside. Will that lead to a siege mentality? Certainly Slaven Bilic will be hoping it produces the kind of response he wants. He was thought to be teetering on the edge when they were 3-0 down at Spurs in the league a month ago, and it was only a second-half fight back that reduced the eventual scoreline to 3-2 that maybe extended his tenure then. But he'll be looking for a much better outcome overall tonight. Andy Carroll straight into it, and they'll certainly be looking for something from him after he let his teammates down badly in his last appearance.
And of course, Tottenham as a club absolutely flying, but for the Hammers, well, they need a performance. Their players need to turn up tonight for their coach more than anything else. They need quality, they need character. That's vital if West Ham are to get through this one.
Spurs with Danny Rose back in the team in a home game for the first time since his injury last season. And since when it looked as though he was on his way out of the club. Here's Foyth, the 19-year-old Argentine under-20 international, to Toby Alderweireld. Ben Davis back in the Spurs team tonight after a bout of illness.
With both sides playing 3 at the back, there's a lot to look forward to in the wide areas. 2 really progressive sets of wing-backs in Trippier, Rose, Cresswell and Byram.
Here's Davis, up towards Llorente. Nice touch into the path of Dele Alli. Cleared in the end by Byram. A touch from Lanzini, dealt with by Ben Davis, and here's Heung-min Son. Lanzini finding room for himself well, finding Fernandez. And here's Aaron Cresswell. Cross cut out by Kieran Trippier.
It's important that Aaron Cresswell getting that ball out of his feet, looking to deliver for Andy Carroll. When you've got a big target man and you're playing as a wing-back, you have to try and get that ball into the box as often as possible.
It's Cresswell here with the throw-in. Gets it back from Manuel Lanzini. Tries to take it through Kieran Trippier, who was strong. And finds Heung-min Son. Sissoko's ball back fell short, but he wins it back anyway. There's Foyth. Now Eric Dyer. This is Trippier.
Yeah, just looking at Tottenham in central midfield, Eric Dyer's going to sit in front of the back three, and that then encourage Sissoko and Ali to break forward and support Llorente. When they get the ball into the big striker, expect Sissoko and Ali to get close to him and try and feed off the little layoffs.
Spurs with a good history in this competition. It may not be top of Mauricio Pochettino's list of priorities, but he does really need to get a trophy on his CV to boost his burgeoning reputation. Ali with the ball in, looking for Son. Away in the end by Kouyaté. Nice touch from Foyth. Here's Ayew. Now Cresswell. West Ham have never won this competition. They've been finalists twice. The last time back in 1981 when they lost a replay to Liverpool. In contrast, Spurs have won it 4 times. Here's Rice, the young Irish player. Cresswell. Lanzini. Rice has been getting run-outs in this competition. His confidence took a bit of a knock after a goal he gave away in a league game against Newcastle and was subsequently taken off. But rebuilding his confidence in the Carabao Cup. There's Bonner. Cresswell turned into trouble there against Trippier, but that's loose from Llorente, although I think he was unhappy about the lack of movement there from Moussa Sissoko. Carroll going for that, but Foyth commanding against him. Trippier going into the challenge with Lanzini.
Trippier just didn't see Lanzini coming, he just pitched the ball off and it was a foul.
Cresswell over this free kick, made his England debut here as a substitute for Danny Rose in the draw against Spain last November. And here's Noble, who's played here at Wembley a couple of times, once for England under 21s and the other time the only occasion when West Ham have been here since it reopened in the playoff victory. Here's Fernandez looking to get it in early for Carroll, but Foyth was across to deal with it and find Rose. Davis, Llorente, another neat touch into the path of Son, who was being played onside by Ogbonna, and Sissoko's through! It's the worst possible start for West Ham, a goal down inside 6 minutes, but Moussa Sissoko has his second goal of the season to celebrate.
Well, the goal actually starts with a cross into the box from Fernandez, but Foyth clears, and then how quickly Tottenham sweep back up the field, and they're short in defensive numbers here. So when this ball is played into Llorente, this ball around the corner, fabulous, great appreciation of Son's position. He does well to stay onside, as does Sissoko. The timing of the pass, the weight of the pass for Sissoko means he doesn't have to take a touch, can assess where the keeper is and just tuck it home. Tottenham on the counter, absolutely devastating. 3 passes and the ball is in the back of the net.
Well, he's had his critics as Moussa Sissoko since his big money move. Not that the transfer fee was by any means his fault, but there was a feeling that Spurs hadn't been getting value for money. And maybe the first time they really felt they'd started to see the best of him was in the league game between these two a month ago. And now, in the latest matchup, he has another goal on his record to follow up the one he scored in the league game at Huddersfield.
I did mention it earlier with Eric Dyer sitting deep. It does give Sissoko and Ali licence to break forward, and he had trust that Llorente was going to find Son, and then he made the forward run. He didn't stand and watch, he supported the attack and scored the goal.
There's Alderweireld. Now Son. Sissoko. Trippier. Sissoko with the ball across. That's too deep for Llorente and Danny Rose. Bearing in mind how merciless Spurs were against generous Liverpool defending at the weekend, it's troubling for Slaven Bilic.
Yeah, West Ham have to dig deep here. They can't afford to concede a second goal in the first 10 minutes or so, because it'll be a very tough job to turn it around. But Moussa Sissoko there breaking forward again. The flexibility in the attackers that Tottenham have. We see Son dropping deep, Sissoko ending up as a right winger. It's always difficult to really control the cross into the box when you're moving at high pace.
Trippier. Here's Davis. Now Eric Dyer. Trippier. Sissoko heading behind Lanzini, and O'Connor is across the head of Kieran Trippier. Here's Fernando Llorente. Cleared by Noble. Dyer. Lanzini. Cleared by Kouyaté. Here's Andre Ayew. Now Ogbonna. This is Cresswell. Ayew. By the Spurs goal scorer, Moussa Sissoko. He did score against West Ham in his Newcastle days. It was a crucial one as well that helped keep Newcastle up at the end of the 2015 season. Cresswell. Ayew back to Aaron Cresswell. Playing for the corner there off Dele Alli. Gets his reward.
This is where Tottenham really do have to switch on. Sure, 2 of the 3 probably centre halves are going to come up. Andy Carroll, if he gets on the move, you have a problem. It'll be interesting to see how Tottenham defend against him. Do they get touch tight with him, stop him running, or try and defend when he actually attacks the edge of the 6-yard box?
Lanzini's corner. In fact, all 3 of the centre halves came up for West Ham, which could have given them a bit of a problem. But Dele Alli got the edge on Kouyaté, which he couldn't quite manage to do. Noble. Now Fernandez. Noble again. Cleared by Toby Alderweireld. I'm surprised that Spurs are on the score sheet. They've only failed to score in 1 game this season, which was the goalless draw with Swansea. And for all their difficulties settling in here, they've only lost once at Wembley this season. That was to Chelsea, and that was their last defeat. They've gone unbeaten in 11 since then. Here's Son, who played his part in the Tottenham goal and is looking to weave a way through once more. Rose, Son, broken up by Noble this time. And they're looking to make an angle, finds Heung-min Son, back from Sissoko. Dyer now out wide to Davis. Here's Ali. Trippier's ball too deep for Llorente. Told he had time.
It's a fabulous finish from Moussa Sissoko. No one's going to replace Harry Kane, we know that, but Llorente is a fabulous striking alternative. He's a big man, but great appreciation of Son's positioning here. I mentioned it again, the weight of that pass. He doesn't gun it at Sissoko, he plays it in front of him. And that means Sissoko just has that second or two to assess the situation, doesn't have to control it, and finishes it quite brilliantly.
West Ham, who would have come here hoping to steady themselves after the boat was rocked so dramatically at home against Brighton on Friday, finding themselves a goal down within 6 minutes. And having to play catch-up in a match that must be settled one way or the other tonight. Looking for Andy Carroll, but that's beyond the striker who's back from suspension. He was offside anyway.
There's a lot to admire, of course, Tottenham going forward, but defensively they're so disciplined as well. They just keep that defensive line really strong to really allow Andy Carroll to run offside. And Tottenham just allowing West Ham to play across the face of them. Very difficult with the way that they're structured to play through them.
Llorente. Losing out to Edmilson Fernandez. It's Foyth. Now Alderweireld. Says Ali to Llorente. And now Son. Start for Everton's caretaker manager. They're a goal down already in their tie at Chelsea. A Rudiger goal in the 26th minute. Good start here for West Ham with Sissoko's early goal. Cresswell. Now Noble. Byram. There's Kouyaté. This is Declan Rice. Noble. There's Bonner. Cresswell. Ayew. Foyth. Pep Guardiola says this Carabao Cup ball is impossible to score with, but Sissoko's managed it here after 6 minutes, and in fact all of last night's ties, apart from the one at the Etihad, Swansea were the only other team not to manage to score a goal with it. A goal in each of the ties tonight so far. Launched a robust defence of the ball, saying it conforms to all of FIFA's international standards. There is Sissoko, the man who delivered that early lead for Spurs. Now Dyer. Trippier looking to get goal side of Cresswell. Now Lanzini aiming to break away from Trippier, who was trying to grab back at him. Alderweireld always looked in charge there against Ayew, who ends up tripping him.
It's great reading of the game from Alderweireld. Uses all his experience. He knows that Lanzini's going to play that pass towards Ayew and just steps in at just the right time. Doesn't wait for the ball to be played. He's already there once it's played. He was nice and strong as well, and was clearly fouled at the end.
This is Toby Alderweireld's first appearance in this competition for Spurs. Last time he played in it, he was a teammate of West Ham's Font at Southampton. Here's Son, cleared by Ogbonna. Ball had floated beyond Rice, and for a moment he looked like he was in there, Heung-min Son.
Son's movement is absolutely brilliant. He gets in between defenders, but this shouldn't really happen. A fairly long, straight ball over the top. It shouldn't find its target. The centre-half should deal with that.
Trippier with the corner. Just pull back to Danny Rose. Trippier's teasing ball in, Ali's header. Good reaction from Adrian. Here's Sissoko. Now Rose. Trippier still out on that side with him. At first, as though they might have overcomplicated things from the corner, but Trippier clearly knew exactly what he was doing in finding the angle for the cross.
Two West Ham youngsters in Byram and Rice. There's a lack of communication between the two of them. They were both just watching the ball. They hadn't seen Dele Alli break beyond them at the far post. It was 2 against 1, but they simply didn't stay with him.
But for Adrian, who's got his chance tonight, West Ham could have been in a worse predicament. Here's Andre Ayew. Now Carroll. And this is Lanzini. Both held him up, and Alderweireld tied it up. Ali looking to find Son. Llorente in the middle, and West Ham with 4 back. And the presence of Kouyaté enough. Here's Noble. Fernandez. No one too close to Carroll. He's aware he's got Cresswell out to his left. Waits instead for Edmilson Fernandez. Ayew. This is Byram. Andre Ayew again. Now Bonner. Noble. Lanzini, Carroll. Bonner to Cresswell. Here's Kouyaté.
West Ham are enjoying bags of possession. They're getting the ball into decent areas, just lack of quality in the final third. But you have to give Tottenham a lot of credit as well. Defensively, they're so disciplined and hard to get behind their back three. And hard to get their key players like Lanzini on the ball, turned and running at that Tottenham defence.
Noble. Rose stepping in then on Byram. And here's Kouyaté. Bonner. Carroll trying the layoff, but Trippier perfectly placed to cut it out.
An opportunity here for Dele Alli at the far post. Alderweireld actually gets away from Rice. Just that lack of communication between Rice and Byram at the far post there. They're going to be talking to each other. One has got to get really touch tight with Dele Alli. Far too easy for him to get this header in. It's just too close to the goalkeeper. You see what he's trying to do, head it back across goal. He's got to get it closer to that far post. It would have been 2-0.
Adrian has been a frustrated spectator while Joe Hart has taken his place. His only outings have been in this competition this season. He kept clean sheets in the previous 2 rounds against Cheltenham and Bolton. Cresswell with the delivery here.
It's a decent attacking position for Aaron Cresswell. He's got to lift that ball into the box. He can't play it in on the floor.
Carroll. And again Andy Carroll. Better attempt that time, but still blocked by Ben Davis. Here's Fernandez. Byram. As it stayed out wide. Here's Ben Davis. Alderweireld. Now Dyer. Making the run to try and get in between Bonner and Cresswell.
West Ham have got those three centre-halves. One of them's presumably picking up Llorente, so the other two have to be aware of the forward runs of Son or Ali. Bonner did well to read that one.
West Ham have had a lot of the ball, but when Spurs break with it, the danger is coming from all directions. Defending with five when they need to at the back. So for Slaven Bilic, the difficulty is how to break down this very stubborn Tottenham defence.
They're going to have to be patient. They'll be pleased in many ways. The side have got hold of the ball, they've been brave, they've wanted to take possession to a man, but it's just about finding that touch of quality when they get to good areas, certainly in wide positions. The quality into the box has to be better. The Tottenham defensively so strong, aerially so strong with the centre-halves they have out there.
Time their recovery came in the league game against Spurs, it was too late, but certainly at 1-0 this early in the game, very much a savable cause for West Ham. Mancini, who scored 3 goals against Spurs historically, a thorn in their side in the past, will maybe look to set one up this time for Andy Carroll. Ball in. Davis didn't really deal with it, nor did Alderweireld. Actually put his own team under more pressure, and Kouyaté, in trying to reach it, he's actually just hurt himself slightly.
For the first time, Tottenham looking defensively nervous here, a bit of panic at the back. It's more up than out, but it's a clear foul from Kouyaté, just raising an arm.
First time we've seen any signs of discomfort from that Spurs rear guard.
Maybe that's what West Ham are going to hope for. They've got Andy Carroll in there, they've got their centre-halves coming up from the back as well, just to try and disrupt Tottenham defensively. It won't be glamorous, but it might end up in the back of the net.
Here's Son. Now Rose. This is on Bonner. Cresswell. Now Noble. This is Kouyaté. Sam Byram. Rice. Cresswell. Spurs squeezing the space.
The problem West Ham are having, they haven't got that out ball over the top just to flip it in behind the Tottenham back three. Just to get high up the field, everything has to be into feet, into Andy Carroll or into Ayew. Into the wing backs, they need just Ayew just to try and stretch the game, try and of course stay on side, but just give the defenders an alternative forward ball.
Here's Fernandez. Ambitious. Yes, and Fernandez' only West Ham goal was decisive in the 4th round win of last season's competition against Chelsea. Foyth. Now Moussa Sissoko to Dyer. Trippier. Davis. And Fernandez. Noble. Davis. rally. Ben Davis has been the main beneficiary of Danny Rose's prolonged absence, but Mauricio Pochettino showing tonight that they can both be accommodated in the same team. Here's Davis again. Looking for Danny Rose. Off the edge on Byram, whom he holds off. Now Sissoko. Llorente on the stretch. Cleared by Lanzini. It's Davis who won it back.
We saw in the Tottenham goal the importance of counter-attacking football, but West Ham don't really have that option open to them with Andy Carroll leading the line. And now you dropping deep.
Son with a hit that's got a deflection. And a touch off Rice has given Spurs another corner. The possession that West Ham had, they never really tested Michel Vorm's goal. Spurs are starting to look a threat again.
Spurs don't lose hurry that ball forward, they're patient. They try right, they try left, they can go through the middle where it's congested because they've got such good technical players.
Trippier with the corner. Referee had spotted an infringement. Mike Dean is the man in charge tonight. Adriano was in the Spanish squad last year, although he's still to win his first cap. Doesn't help that he's not playing regular first-team football. Clearance, finds Llorente, Sissoko's first touch. They've got Bonner the advantage. Here's Danny Rose. Adrian's relieved that that ran behind as it all started with one of his own clearances.
West Ham have bags of possession, as you can see. Cresswell's having a lot of the ball down the left-hand side. There's an imbalance to this West Ham attack. They need to try and get Sam Byram, that right wing back, involved much more. And that's not easy. Danny Rose works very hard defensively down that side.
Fernandez. Kouyaté. Here's Rice. Now on Bonner. Lanzini to Carroll. This is Noble. Now Ayew. Good work from Ayew to free himself of Eric Dyer. It's Byram's cross, but he was offside anyway.
Oh, Lanzini worked so hard to get on the turn and get running at that Tottenham defence. The first time really it's happened. He's got to be in beyond those Tottenham central midfielders. Dyer sells himself, but Sam Byram, we talked about how he's got to get involved in the game much more. You've got to stay on side. He's looking across the line. You've got to stay on.
A huge game for Spurs coming up at the weekend as they take on Manchester United. Join us on Saturday from 11:30 on Sky Sports Premier League. There's Dyer. Now Sissoko. Alderweireld. Llorente. A clever little drag through. Cresswell. Here's Rose.
Llorente is such a clever centre forward, the way he just pulls the centre half in close to him and then just rolls that ball into attacking teammate. Time centre forwards pick that ball up and try and do all the work themselves, but Llorente appreciates what's going on around him.
Lanzini trying to free Aaron Cresswell, but Oliveira the cross so quickly. Here's Lanzini. Poorly done by Danny Rose. Here's Davis. I'd be surprised in some ways that after the bonus of that early goal, Spurs failed to capitalise on it.
You feel at times that Tottenham are just in second gear here. You feel at any point they could really step it up and open West Ham up. And I think that early goal has settled them down, but there's no real urgency for them to get a second goal.
That layoff from Llorente didn't work out, and Tottenham suddenly find themselves under pressure here, although Ayew just held on to it for too long. Now Llorente, a more sure-footed ball that time to Moussa Sissoko. And now Trippier. Rose is free. Byron going across to close him down. Davis. Dyer. Ali's flick, but Son had gone the other way. There's Ogbonna. Now Rice. Ogbonna. Through towards Son. Rice, having played him onside, had to get there. Fernandez. Carroll. Loses out too cheaply to Danny Rose. Here's Ali. Son. Cleared by Aaron Cresswell. There's Foyth. Be 1-0, but at the moment it looks a comfortable 1-0 for Spurs.
Both sides have knocked the ball around pretty decently, but possession of the teams have had. I wouldn't have expected goalkeepers to have had more work, and it hasn't really materialised.
There's Ali. Now Rose. Here's Son. Trippier. Dyer. Now Davis. Pulled back by Ali for Son. Ali. 2-0! A comfortable finish from Dele Alli, and Spurs pointing in the direction of the quarter-finals.
Heung-min Son has been absolutely outstanding in the opening 35 minutes of the game. No surprise he's heavily involved again, popping up in so many different positions. I just wonder whether there's a slight deflection on this. It's a pass really from Dele Alli more than anything else. Does it clip the West Ham player on his way into the back of the net? Clearly it does. Comes off Declan Rice. Not sure he's going to score otherwise. Get that touch off the defender means that Adrian has absolutely no chance. And 2-0 out to Tottenham. It's an awfully long way back for West Ham.
scored the winner in the last round against Barnsley. Already has them with 1 foot in the quarter-finals, but the need for West Ham becomes ever more urgent now. And at what point does Slaven Bilic look to the aces that he's kept up his sleeve? Could be presented with a chance here. Carroll not making the most of it, though. Danger still not over. Sam Byram wins for West Ham a corner. That was sloppy from Tottenham.
Nice complacency from Dele Alli. Playing in completely the wrong area of the field, and half a chance really for Andy Carroll.
He knows that having left it too late in the league match to turn it around, they could really do with something before half-time here. Corner beyond the reach of Sam Byram, so Lanzini can try again. Nice with a header. He's put Fernandes in real difficulty here. Spurs breaking with Ali, who's got Son up to his left. And Fernandes does a good job to cut off that threat.
Well, this is the problem now for West Ham. If they go chasing the game, commit bodies forward. We've seen already on the counter-attack how devastating Tottenham can be.
Here's Ogbonna. Carroll. Lanzini. Noble. Carroll breaks down off him. And this is Ali. Trippier. Trying to set Andre Ayew away as West Ham look to force the issue.
Yeah, the idea was right. Just mixing the attacking game up there, but the ball over the top was far too heavy.
Spurs fans in good voice now relishing this lead, but is it a decisive lead? Davis. Dyer. Aimed for Llorente. Rice won the header though. Well, got across in front of Kieran Trippier, and Cresswell got there. Here's Dyer. Davis. Sissoko breaking away from Fernandes. Rose. Son. By Ali to Sissoko. Son. Now Lanzini. Fernandes. Carroll caught. Also fourth who caught him. Mike Dean has made a note of that. Cresswell trying to take on the young Argentine defender. There's Aaron Cresswell again. Now Lanzini. From Noble, but Vorm is behind. Probably the first save of any kind he's had to make.
He's a long way out, Mark Noble, and the important thing for Michel Vorm is he sees it all the way. It's a fairly comfortable bounce, well in front of him, so he can time his dive, and it's an easy save, a save he clearly should make.
Nice intended ball cut out by Lanzini, who got it back from Noble. It's really been frustrating for Andy Carroll so far. Nothing has gone right for him. course, he does have that weekend game against Crystal Palace to consider, but equally he does have options on the bench who could change things, the likes of Hernandez and Arnautovic. Hernandez doesn't look particularly impressed with what he's been seeing so far. And he won't be either.
Some of his fellow substitutes out warming up. Hernandez happy to stay where he is.
Hernandez was one of the scorers in that comeback that fell short in the league meeting. Here's Dele Alli. Davis. Ali. Alderweireld. Here's Llorente. Sissoko. Well, he let it go, but he looked a little nervous about doing so.
Yeah, slightly fortunate because Llorente just didn't make the move. So Sissoko is looking for here. Llorente's got in between defenders, but just stops his run. Declan Rice was worried for a second or two.
Here's Trippier.
I understand really Slaven Bilic's were to make changes at half-time, but the worrying thing for the West Ham coach is that, for me, Tottenham have been in probably third gear at most. I do feel if they wanted to step it up, they could really tear West Ham apart.
Just the one additional minute in the first half, and Slaven Bilic will probably be relieved at that. It will be a nervous minute with Danny Rose having won the free kick. Another goal before half-time. It could be curtains for West Ham here. It's away by Byram. Noble. And shut off by Danny Rose. Here's Rose. Here's Foyth. No let-up in West Ham United's troubles, although they could have been worse. They were a goal down inside 6 minutes to Moussa Sissoko, and Dele Alli had a header saved before he struck the second goal, but Spurs ahead without really being at the top of their game at half-time. Tottenham 2, West Ham United 0.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
The big weekend of 4 Premier League games starts with Man United v Tottenham, live on Sky Sports Premier League.
Say yes to the city. Lexus CT Hybrid. Experience amazing.
Bet Boost from William Hill lets you decide which odds you want to boost. All you need to do is select your market, go to your bet slip, Hit Boost and then place your bets at the boosted price. Don't wait for enhanced or crowd-led prices. We're giving you your own bet boost every day to use on any sport. More choice, more control, and now available on Google Play. William Hill. This is more.
We're on the verge of the biggest operation of the entire war. All right, on me!
This is what you trained for!
Biggest operation of the entire war.
But nothing prepared us for this.
Wer sind die Juden?
Lose the tax. They're after Jews.
Die Juden.
I'm not giving up on my platoon.
We start going our own way, the whole thing breaks down. When did you forget that?
These are men! Our men! When did you forget?
Let's take that bridge and find our boy.
Look, it's all or nothing. It's all been leading to this.
You think you got some guts, don't you?
Well, ain't that something, Fritz?
Call of Duty World War II. Play map packs 30 days early, only on PlayStation 4. For the players.
In the early 80s, two guys were born. Their names were Jeff and Andy. They grew up, developed facial hair, and one day, while buying razors, they wondered,
why do razors cost so much?
Jeff and Andy were confused, so they started their own razor company. They even bought a factory in Germany.
They bought my factory.
Jeff and Andy started to make razors that looked like they were designed on Earth, not in space. And by selling directly to you on the internet, Harry's can offer a quality shave at a fair price. Get started with a Harry's trial set delivered to you for $2.95. Harry's, shaving's other guys.
A last protein pill. I want you to have it. It's been an honor to serve with you. And it'll be an honor to share my last meal with you.
Buy 2 sharing packs of Walkers and get a movie to watch at home.
The energy price hikes. You could save £250 on your energy bills when you switch with Money Supermarket this October.
Discover the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
The king's out of control. It's like he's putting money in your pocket. Get 9 chicken nuggets with fries for only £1.99. Only at Burger King.
Relax, Bob. Bacon's got your back.
You're on EE, so you deserve the best.
Like the awesome new iPhone 8. It's here.
Get in.
I'm good, but Bob, you gotta get it on the EE Max plan. Upgrade your iPhone every year and get 100 gigs of data for the price of 25. And 6 free months of Apple Music. Where are you going, Bob?
To get the new iPhone on EE.
Treat yourself to the new iPhone 8 on EE.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
Well, Tottenham already have a big foot in the last 8 of this year's Carabao Cup. They are leading West Ham by 2-0, and they did at the London Stadium just a few weeks ago in the Premier League. Alan Pardew, Jamie Redknapp with us tonight. We were looking for a reaction for West Ham today. Is the most damning thing of that first half that for Tottenham, it's been just too easy?
Reluctantly, I have to say yes. I think, you know, you're looking for some energy and pace on the team, which we talked about, or a statement, a tackle, a moment. And they didn't really start like that. And they look a little bit flat and a little bit paceless at times. No one's really running in behind. So not asking questions of Tottenham. Everything's in front of Tottenham and making it... And Tottenham really look like they're in third gear, as the commentator says, and that's really not what you want to see.
5 minutes, West Ham are on the attack. Down the right-hand side here, seconds later, and Tottenham are 1 up. What happened?
Yeah, he gets in down the side here, and he puts a good cross in for Andy Carroll. from here on, it's all a disaster. That's the centre-half. He's gone in tight on a wing-back. That leaves him short of a centre-half. The other centre-half's gone in tight. That's a nightmare when you've got three centre-backs. The wing-backs are never going to get back in time. And Moussa Sissoko, who's got fantastic running power, he just runs right through the middle. And
how big's that gap, Alan?
Well, that's just your three centre-backs not playing together. That's just a lack of cohesion. The first centre-back shouldn't have gone in. The second centre-back is then compromised. Your third centre-back is then compromised, and you then got nobody. And that is the worst case scenario when you've got three centre-halves making poor decisions.
Dele Alli scored at the weekend. He scored in the last round against Barnsley. He's got another goal tonight. Son absolutely brilliant once again. But in truth, the theme continues. It was too easy.
Well, Alan made the point, and I think it's worth keeping the eye on number 8. That's Kouyate, predominantly a central midfield player. Now, if you look at that back three there, you'll be happy with that. First, he gets attracted to Danny Rose. Then watch him now. Instead of standing in his position, he comes running out, and that leaves a massive gap, a load of space for Dele Alli. Now, they're unlucky a little bit because it's a huge deflection off Declan Rice. One of those, there's not a lot you can do about. But look, just look at Kouyate there. He comes out of position. All of a sudden, that back three gets disrupted. Declan tries to get his head out of the way, and he can't. You can see it's just one of those unfortunate moments. But Alan's right. Tottenham are in third gear. And West Ham, they're paceless. They've got no one that looks to run beyond. Andy Carroll wants the ball to feet. He's
had the fewest touches, Andy Carroll, of any outfield player both sides. But, I mean,
yeah, but
get him into the game.
To be fair, he's a player who wants to come short, but Ayo keeps coming short and taking up his space. If Ayo runs in behind, we might see Andy Carroll on the ball a little bit more, setting the play up and getting in the box. But we're not seeing that. There's just a lack of kind of balance in the side. I prefer to see Lanzini further forward, personally. I'd like to see him pushed on in this game and see if he can cause some problems by running at them or running in behind.
That's a good, because and he hasn't got the pace to match Sissoko. You see the first goal, Alan's right. You know, Sissoko, it's just too powerful for him in that midfield area.
My goodness me, there are a lot of questions that need answering from a West Ham point of view here. It's been way too easy for Tottenham so far. And the pressures, the questions over Slaven Bilic just continue to mount here at the National Stadium. Will he get a response second half? We'll find out.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
I'm not an army. I'm not a man. I'm a creed.
Assassin's Creed Origins, coming 27th October. Buy Xbox One S, get Assassin's Creed Origins.
Look at that. So easy. That's what you call a confident penalty. Reel him in. Oh, he's a big one as well. Unbelievable. And so's this.
Join Ladbrokes today and we'll match your first bet with a free bet up to £50.
Make sure you put it back, though. Available from App Store and now Google Play. When the fun stops, stop.
Join Sky Mobile, and for a limited time, get the Samsung Galaxy S8 for just £28 a month with no upfront costs. And get a free Samsung Gear VR headset to experience a variety of breathtaking virtual reality content on the Sky VR app. So get the Samsung Galaxy S8 and a free Samsung Gear VR headset, all for just £28 a month. Call today or search Sky Mobile.
A healthy balance shouldn't just be financial. It's about doing what you love. And if your money's working hard without you needing to, you can enjoy getting the balance just right. That's why our 123 current account gives you interest and cash back on selected household bills every month. Here to help you prosper. Santander.
Super cool girl, aspirational friends. Lifestyle ad with Bud Light at the end. Marketing gimmick, hot women, hot men. Giving the rabbits an 8 out of 10. Fresh, smooth, lighthearted beer for a try-hard world. Don't overthink it, just watch it swirl. Follow your heart, ooh, those pants look quite tight. Drink with your face and keep it alive.
Judith, Keith, you're on your way home from holiday to find yourselves going no further than the car park.
Yeah, that's right.
Tony here knows where you live, and he's going to take the two of you for a little ride. If you can't drive your car after an accident, Direct Line are the only insurers who will get you a taxi to continue your journey and recover your car. Now, before you go, aren't you forgetting your donkey? No, this one.
No, it's not creepy at all.
Jigsaw in cinemas October 26th. Book tickets now.
Let's stand over here. Yeah. Okay, guys. Welcome to this truly authentic Swiss experience. Now, we will make our initial climb to 14,000 feet. And there we will need to take some oxygen. Yeah? And then we can abseil round the overhang. From there, yeah, it's just a short free climb to the top.
Sometimes a taste is all you need, like the Swiss stack with Emmental cheese sauce. Around until Tuesday. One of the great tastes of the world at McDonald's.
Autism, difficulty in communicating, and abstract concepts. Does it sound like I'm describing a surgeon?
Who are you? I'm Dr. Sean Murphy.
I met Sean Murphy when he was 14 years old. He sees things in ways that we can't begin to understand.
Adam needs an echocardiogram.
Child is alive today because of that young man.
Tomorrow one may be dead because of it.
We hire Sean, we give hope to people with limitations that they do have a shot.
Brand new drama, The Good Doctor, starts Friday at 9 on Sky Living.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
Anthony Joshua against Carlos Takam, that special event on Sky Sports. Box office moves ever closer. A whole week of build-up programming tonight. Sky Sports action from 10. You can see Joshua Takam, the heavyweights. The action underway this Saturday from 6 o'clock. Packed undercard, includes 2 world title fights. Now, Sky customers, you need to go to channel 491 or box office to book the event. Cable customers, you need to contact your operator for more information on all the ways to watch. Go to skysports.com/Joshua. One other fourth-round tie in the Carabao Cup tonight. That is at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, the 5-times winners, up against Everton under the caretaker charge of David Unsworth. Antonio Rudiger, his first goal for the club, a powerful, towering header, gives them a lead at half-time. They're already into the second half, and it remains 1-0 to Chelsea. But here at Wembley, Slaven Bilic's troubles continue them out. They're trailing Tottenham by 2-0. Adam Pardew, Jamie Redknapp in the studio. And if you're looking to change things quickly, and that's what he needs to do, are you looking straight to that subs bench or too early?
No, he wants to get a reaction from his dressing room, dressing down, I should think. He's had a few words, and you want to see a reaction from the players that start. Coming off the bench, he's got energy. You know, he's got Hernandez on there, and Arnautovic, really and truly, he owes this football club 20-odd million to come to West Ham. I hope he comes on this game and starts doing a little bit, because I think West Ham fans are looking at him.
And of course, that big game to come against Crystal Palace at the weekend. Let's rejoin Annie Hinchcliffe and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, if it is indeed the first of 2 games that Slaven Bilic has to secure his position, it has not started in the best fashion, but he is for now keeping faith with the team that started the game and is continuing to keep Javier Hernandez and Marco Arnautovic up his sleeve. Spurs so far have established a lead at a canter. Here's Toby Alderweireld. Of course, the flip side of the coin for Spurs is that they might be looking to preserve players in this second half, with big games looming against Manchester United and Real Madrid. Here's Davis.
Yeah, I'm sure the message from Pochettino will be in this opening 15 minutes of the second half, get the 3rd goal, kill the game off. Slaven Bilic, I'm a bit surprised he's not at least made 1 change at half-time, surely. 15 minutes in, he has to try and retrieve the situation and make changes.
And Son caused his own problem there on the fall over Cheku Kouyaté, which has left Son on the pitch. A really influential figure in that first half display.
Yeah, he was outstanding. The ball just seemed to get away from him here. Is there anything wrong with Kouyate's challenge? Does he kick the ground or just... Well, he just seems to lose his footing, actually kicks the ground and injures himself.
Playing his 100th game for Spurs tonight, Heung-min Son.
It's a wonderful touch with the amount of ground that he covers, the different positions that he takes up, and I think for Llorente to have a player like that moving around you is a real blessing.
The way the ball was given back to West Ham, I think, has angered one or two in the West Ham ranks. These teams fell out anyway in the league game. They ended up both being fined £20,000 for failure to control their players. And Dele Alli all smiles, as he can afford to be, with a goal and a lead, and acting as peacemaker now. But Mike Dean wants to explore this issue further with the West Ham skipper Mark Noble.
Yeah, Mark Noble's had his say. The referee now wants to have his say too, Mark Noble.
I'm assuming Noble's anger is caused by the ball being put out for Son to be seen to, and then the way it went all the way back to Adrian in the West Ham goal. In fact, Mike Dean is now taken possession of the ball. Well, I think that's pretty much where we started anyway.
Can we please just get on with it?
Llorente. Rice's header. Now Carroll. See if that little bit of turbulence inspires West Ham. Lanzini, Andre Ayew. Good ball into a dangerous area, but nobody in the right area as far as West Ham are concerned. Rose turns it behind.
It's a decent ball in, but Andy Carroll actually dropped deep into midfield to actually set the attack going. So when that ball is crossed into the box, Carroll is nowhere to be seen. They really need him in there on the edge of the 6-yard box.
It's Cresswell's teasing ball, but the only player who looked likely to get on the end of it was his fellow fullback Sam Byram. It's Lanzini's kick, which is cleared for now by Son. Sissoko got a touch in front of Andy Carroll, and West Ham in retreat again now. It's Dele Alli breaking with it. Noble is back there, he's caught by Moussa Sissoko. It'll be a free kick. Here's Noble again. Bad touch from Edemilson Fernandez, which certainly doesn't help his cause. Exasperation from the West Ham manager, whose Premier League playing career started and ended against Tottenham. A win in the first with West Ham, a defeat in the last with Everton. Here's Ogbonna. Now Cresswell. Back to Noble. Kouyaté. He gets away from Ayew this time.
Because there's no change in personnel at half-time. The attacking West Ham are looking to get at Tottenham hasn't changed either. Everything's into feet, everything's across the face of Tottenham. It's so easy for them to defend. They're just waiting to pick up the ball and then build attacks themselves. So they have to make substitutions here and get a bit of pace into the side, try and play over the top and mix things up a bit.
There's Davis. It's a different state of affairs now for Slaven Bilic to when he was an international manager with Croatia, when you had to wait a long time to get back on the pitch after a defeat. But he would have hoped for a quick turnaround here, as if the humiliation of the Brighton defeat wasn't enough from the start of the game. Then he would have hoped perhaps that his half-time team talk with a 2-0 deficit here might have reinvigorated his side, but we've still to see that drive yet. Sissoko. Trippier's long ball aiming to set Son away. Llorente's occupying a position in the area. Rose has gone in there to join him. Here's Sissoko. Now Eric Dyer. Ali. Rose. Foyth. Son. Trippier on the stretch, did well to keep it in. Sissoko. Son. Still that feeling that Spurs have more to give, and if they were really on the top of the game, it could be even more embarrassing for West Ham. Dyer. Trippier. Closing down that time from Cresswell. Sissoko has won it back for Spurs, negotiated that situation well. And here's Alderweireld. To Davis. Spurs with a comfortable lead without overextending themselves here. Rose looking to pick it up. Llorente's offside. West Ham went further than Tottenham in the competition last year. Spurs were out at this stage in a defeated Liverpool, whereas West Ham went on to the quarter-finals when Manchester United knocked them out. It's Fernandez, now Cresswell, and it's away by Davis. Cresswell down the left has offered them the potential of a route back in.
There's a decent ball in. Ben Davis does well, not just to win the initial header, but he makes sure that he's in front of Andy Carroll at the far post. So anything that's aimed towards Carroll, Davis will always get there first.
Rose trying to play down the line, cut out though by Byram. Here's Noble, gets it back from Ayew. Finds Cresswell. Lanzini. Rice. Byram. Is Kouyaté. Declan Rice. Ogbonna. Carroll. Able to get the better of Foyth.
In general play, West Ham really struggling to create anything, but from a set piece, the big lads up from the back, Andy Carroll in there, maybe they can get something out of it.
10th minute of the second half. Will this situation offer West Ham a route back into the game? Lanzini's corner. Byram was going for it. Oh, what a solid strike! That is Ayew on the follow-up! And West Ham resuscitate their hopes here. Andre Ayew from close range gives them the lift they badly needed.
Well, it's so important for a centre-forward that they're alive when the ball comes back off a goalkeeper. This is why. As soon as the ball is cleared, Tottenham squeeze out, but they don't pick up their men. So when the shot comes in, it's Ben Davis actually who's playing everybody on. Is clear, they don't get out quick enough. It's Ben Davis who plays everybody on. That's where the goal stands. Tottenham defenders are standing around watching. Ayew is alive to it. It's a simple finish. It'll make the game much more interesting now.
Andre Ayew's goal lifting the hopes of the 5,000 or so West Ham fans who have come to Wembley tonight. And maybe adding a bit more intensity to a derby that had lacked it up until that point when West Ham gave themselves genuine hope. It was Fernandez's initial shot that Vorm got to, but Ayew sharp with his reactions to get his third goal of the season. Scored in their previous away tie in this competition at Cheltenham in the second round. There is Fernandez up towards Andy Carroll. Alderweireld. Trippier under pressure from Cresswell, who's nicked it back for Lanzini. Cresswell with the ball in. Ayew's there again! And it came off Vorm for another corner.
Well, it's not the most convincing piece of goalkeeping from Vorm, but it's because West Ham are putting pressure now on Tottenham high up the field. They didn't do that in the first half. It's a wonderful ball in again from Cresswell. I just wonder here, Ayew's a bit braver. He heads that into an empty net, just like a conviction maybe from the striker.
This is more like it from the visitors. Lanzini's corner. Vorm does get a hand to it. Noble. Back in again from Fernandez, beyond the reach of Cheikhou Kouyaté. Spurs with cause to be a little nervous now, but that free kick won by Danny Rose just lifts a bit of the pressure off.
Well, surely from Slaven Bilic the message has to be we keep this intensity up, we keep pressing Tottenham. Been given a foothold in the game, we have to capitalise now. We can't sit back and allow Tottenham to get their attacking rhythm back.
Well, this is a fixture that those West Ham fans hate losing. And even though they don't like the scoreline as it stands, at least that goal from Andre Ayew has given them genuine hope that there may still be a place for them. 7 Premier League teams in the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. There's Byram. On by Carroll. Son. Sissoko.
Starting to create opportunities. Important they stuck the ball in the back of the net. They haven't played brilliantly, but they've got a goal back. Gives them a chance.
Here's Llorente. Cleared by Declan Rice. Fernandez. Lanzini got into a good position. They'd seen the diagonal ball they could have played, but he was ignored. Byram sends Fernandez away. I believe the decision gone against him. It has. There's Dyer. And Foyth. Llorente to Son. Makes that off him now to Fernandez. Here's Lanzini with options either side. Ayew. Lanzini. Cross from Cresswell, away by Alderweireld. Lanzini trying to make that his. In by Fernandez. Carroll with the header on. It's Lanzini who's in behind, and Ayew's there again! Andre Ayew, twice in the space of 5 minutes, has turned this match around for West Ham. Could it even turn their season around?
Oh, this is absolutely incredible. It's all about attacking intensity. In the first half, West Ham plenty of the ball, we were just tapping it around with no real intent of trying to score. Suddenly they're competing for the ball in the opposition penalty area, they're winning the battles, they're keeping the ball alive. And certainly onside Lanzini when the ball is flicked his way. It's a really intelligent pullback. And once again Ayew is anticipating the ball might come his way. He's not standing and watching, he expects Lanzini to have seen him and he's on the move. It's a slightly scuffed finish, but West Ham don't care. And from 2-0 down, they are right back in this tie.
And Andre Ayew is the man who has put them in that position. Two goals in 5 minutes from Andre Ayew of West Ham, in a match that seemed to be slipping away from them all too easily in the first half, is now right back within their reach. Sissoko, Llorente, now Carroll.
Well, you have to give Slaven Bilic a huge amount of credit, whatever he said at half-time. I'm always thinking he's going to make changes because his team was so insipid in the first half, but he had faith his team could turn this around, and they've repaid him.
Spurs reeling from the blows. Established the lead without seemingly too much effort on their part. His deflected finish for the second goal pretty much summed up the kind of effort that they had to put in to reach that lead, but it's a transformed West Ham side now. Here's Ayew. It is down that left-hand flank that West Ham have carried the greater threat since the second half began. Fernandez, Byram, Kouyaté, Lanzini, here's Ali, now Davis. Llorente's touch. Sissoko with a cross. Ali! Good firm hit. And Adrian well placed to deal with it.
The most important thing here from Adrian is moving across his goal line. It's a wonderful strike from Dele Alli through a crowd of players, but the keeper has got himself into that central position. In many ways, the ball hits him more than anything else, which, because he's positioned correctly, what an important save that could prove to be.
Well, Ali was denied in a situation before his goal with a header by Adrian in the first half, but that's another big save from the Spanish goalkeeper. West Ham fans enjoying the moment, and the players out there organising themselves now. Noble having his say as captain.
It's been an extraordinary turnaround. Andre Ayew right at the heart of things. He's alive when this ball breaks back off Michel Vorm. It's amazing what a goal can do for a team. It gives them belief, regardless of how well you're playing, belief you can get back into the game. Brilliant ball from Lanzini here. And Ayew doing the right thing, getting onto the edge of the 6-yard box. And he's made a real game of it now.
Has given West Ham players the opportunity to voice opinions to each other, and for Slaven Bilic to get messages across, as he did to Noble and was there with Ayew. Dele Alli back on, having hurt himself in causing that scare to West Ham that Adrian dealt with in such an accomplished manner. Slaven Bilic with reason to be grateful to his goalkeeper. For that one, it's Ben Davis who emerges with it, though. Rose, Ali. Here's Sissoko. Cleared by Ogbonna. Carroll having to hold off Foyth, and Noble has steered that one through to Ayew. Keep it in. Rose. Here's Ali. Alderweireld. Davis. Trippier. Cleared by Rice. Won back by Manuel Lanzini. Here's Fernandez. Rose coming back at him. Good enough, and from Mike Dean's view, he had a good one. Won the ball. Here's Ali.
This is perfect for the neutral, isn't it? The game's starting to open up. Both sides going for the win.
Well, it was really ominous for West Ham the way this started. A goal down after 6 minutes. Without overreaching themselves, the 2-goal advantage that Spurs had established by half-time looked difficult to reach. But Ayew has managed to turn it around so far. Here's Dyer looking for Kieran Trippier. Cresswell doing his defensive duties.
Yeah, West Ham have to be careful not to get too carried away. OK, they're back on level terms, but you can't go flying at it, go chasing the game here, because we know, we saw in the first half, Tottenham have the quality to open them up.
Bonner looking long for Carroll. Noble, Carroll. Byram, Fernandez. There's Ayew. Fernandez to Noble. It's Cresswell's cross. Firth turns behind.
The recovery started from a set piece. Fans urging their team forward.
Well, they were hurting badly at 2-0 down, but it's a much brighter picture for West Ham now. And it's Lanzini with this latest corner. Andre Ayew hoping to claim a hat-trick tonight. Was the man who met it with a firm enough header, and Spurs are stunned here. From 2-0 up, they find themselves 3-2 down. Desperation for Pochettino, elation for Bilic. This could be the start of the West Ham recovery.
Oh, it's a perfect set piece, a perfect ball in for a centre-half to attack. It's Alderweireld who gets blocked off it. It's far too easy for Ogbonna to get a run on those Spurs defenders. You see, they're marking man for man, half the team is marking space as well. But that shouldn't happen. It's so easy for Ogbonna to get there. But it's flat the ball in, it's pacey. All Ogbonna has to do is get his forehead on it, just help it on its way. Don't head it too strongly, just get decent contact on it. It's brilliant from Lanzini. The timing of the run from Ogbonna is superb, and this is a quite extraordinary story.
What an extraordinary 15 minutes this has been for those West Ham fans. Ogbonna with only his 3rd goal for the club. He scored in the last round actually against Bolton. But that is a goal that means so much more. Sissoko. Here's Son. It's Sissoko! Just too hot for him to hold.
Well, this is what Tottenham have to do. They have to get Heung-min Son heavily involved in the game again. He's the one to create opportunities. And again, it's a save that Adrian should make. The ball is moving back towards him with a right-footed shot from Sissoko.
It's Trippier's corner. Dyer underneath it with a header. That's Adrian seemed convinced from fairly early on was going over.
You did always feel maybe the problem for Tottenham was going to be complacency at 2-0 up, but take nothing away from Slaven Bilic and West Ham. In this second half, they have been superb.
And Spurs are going to act. Fernando Llorente is coming off as Moussa Dembele makes his return from injury. He's missed 6 matches since the last round against Barnsley with a foot injury. Slaven Bilic will be making a change eventually. Pedro Obiang, the likely player to come on. Here's Rose. And Floyd. Trippier.
Spurs taking off the big target man in Llorente. It's going to be Son now who's leading the line. He's going to be supported by Sissoko and Dele Alli. Dembele is just going to give him a bit more steel alongside Eric Dyer in central midfield, but it's so important now that Tottenham get Sissoko, Son, Ali heavily involved in the game, because it's, well, they're chasing it. No one would have believed this is possible at half-time.
Indeed, the thinking coming into the second half was that Spurs might be wrapping players in cotton wool, but they need their big guns out there now. Rose. Cleared by Byram. Here's Danny Rose. Son. Dembele. Dyer. Linking up with Moussa Sissoko. It's broken up now by Noble. Fernandez. It's loose from Carroll. Ali. Davis. Son. Rose with the ball in, just beyond Ali's reach. Sissoko couldn't keep the shot down.
Oh, it's a difficult opportunity when the ball is moving away from you. It's on his stronger side. Trying to get his knee over the ball and keep it down, keep it on target. And that isn't easy under pressure.
The ups and downs of being the owner of a football club, eh? We watched with gathering gloom as his team were humiliated by newly promoted Brighton on Friday. They avoided the knee-jerk reaction of dispensing with the manager, who I'm sure they'd like to be able to see through his contract. He could well be rewarded with a place in the last 8 of this competition. Here's Alderweireld. And Foyth. Away by Davis, cleared by Edimilson Fernandez. Here's Moussa Sissoko. Cleared by Kouyaté.
Any crosses into the West Ham box now are going to have to be right on the money, because with no Llorente, just haven't got that aerial presence.
There's Son. On by Dyer. Ben Davis. Dembele. Alderweireld. This is Foyth. Here's Moussa Dembele. Ali. Couldn't pull off the same trick again. And here comes the West Ham change. Edmilson Fernandez, who played a big part in that first goal, actually, with the shot that eventually led to Ayew putting in the rebound as the man coming off. Pedro Obiang is going to take his place.
Fernandez has worked very hard, he's covered a lot of ground. This is surely just a case of fresh legs. Looks like the formation for West Ham is going to stay the same. Dembele coming on, it makes sense for Bilic to send on the midfielder to try and match up with him. In the first half, Slaven Bilic's side completely toothless. In the second half, anything but. No one saw it coming. Incredible turnaround.
Here's Davis. Now Rose. Alderweireld. Davis. Rose. Get away from Barham. Pull back for Ben Davis. And Son. Really wanted to take the shot on. Here's Alderweireld. Foyth. Sissoko. Time short, the Argentine defender did well to win it back. Here's Davis. Get away from Kouyaté. Obiang got back there, but the free kick has been given for the earlier challenge.
It's a good piece of refereeing from Mike Dean. It's just a clip of the heels here. Ben Davis stepping forward. We'll have to do this more and more. It's just the left arm of Kouyaté just catches Davis, and the referee tried to play on. Pulled it back correctly. This is a big opportunity. It's a good position. There's a number of Tottenham players who could ping this into the top corner.
Christian Eriksen is the player that you would normally look to in this kind of situation. He's on the bench. So Trippier, Dyer, Alderweireld, all willing participants in this manoeuvre.
It's a right foot free kick taker here. You back yourself out to ping it into that top corner or whip it towards where the goalkeeper is standing now and hope that he moves towards that big chunk of goal with left exposed to his right-hand side.
Kieran Trippier.
I'm not sure how close this is to that right hand post of Adrian. It's way off target. He's clearly got it covered.
Christian Eriksen coming on a few seconds too late after that free kick. Rose is the man who's replacing. If we get another, we can be sure he'll step up.
When you're chasing the game, there's not a point in playing with three centre-halves. You can understand putting on Eriksen to try and retrieve the situation and play with one less defender.
Lanzini's ball in, dealt with by Alderweireld, and away by Son. Stop the break, and the free kick has been taken quickly. Chelsea's position in the quarter-finals is looking secure, with Willian having scored a second in injury time for them, even though Everton have further into injury time pulled one back through Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Chelsea with the team beaten by West Ham in last year's fourth round, and it looks at the moment as though they're heading for the quarter-finals again. Here's Andy Carroll. He was the favourite to get there. Big fights coming up this weekend. Anthony Joshua against Carlos Takam. The build-up starts from 6 o'clock on Sky Sports Arena, with the fight itself on Sky Sports Box Office. That has tipped this way and that. Son particularly influential in the first half, not as much so in the second, and Georges-Kevin Nkoudou comes on to replace him, with Spurs' place in this competition very much in peril. Obiang misses his kick. Carroll with a header on. We're still pursuing that hat-trick.
It's great movement. Anticipates that Andy Carroll's going to win the initial header. He's on the move, putting defenders under pressure. Give away another cheap set piece.
Lanzini's kick, Bonner was in there again. Nkoudou has overrun it. That's a sickening blow this for Mauricio Pochettino, who turned out maybe a stronger team than might have been anticipated, bearing in mind the priorities elsewhere.
Has set very high standards this season. They're battling on a number of fronts, but the team he put out here clearly, when they were 2-0 up, was good enough to win the game. Been a bit complacent, but West Ham, in a spell of just under 15 minutes of football, have turned the whole tie around, so credit to them.
Lanzini. Here's Dembele. Alderweireld. Here's Dembele. Foyth. Eriksen's ball across. Cleared by Rice to Ayew. It's back from Noble. Rice looked as though he wasn't expecting that, but he still finds Carroll with a clearance. Here's Byram. Dyer. Dembele. Ball back from Eriksen to Toby Alderweireld. Davis with the ball in, Ali trying to get there, but it's on Bonner away. And here's Sissoko to Eriksen. Davis. Eriksson. Sissoko. Foyth. It's Trippier who's pulled it across, and it's cleared by Kouyaté. Alderweireld. Eriksson losing out to Ogbonna, whose goal may well turn out to be the difference. Won back well by Moussa Sissoko for Spurs. Davis goes wide. From Nkudu to Alderweireld. It's Christian Eriksen.
Well, West Ham are defending like tigers here. They're going to have to do to keep Spurs out.
West Ham just looking to slow them down by making another change here. Manuel Lanzini is coming off, and Marko Arnautovic is going to take his place. Lanzini, who got the famous winner in the league against Spurs last season. Arnautovic with little time to shine. Slaven Bilic is hoping that he will see the job through without the need for extra time. Spurs pushing for that extra 30 minutes at least. Davis with a cross, clearing header by Kouyaté. Glanced on by Ayew. This is Dembele. Dyer. Foyth to Eriksson. Alderweireld had stayed forward. Kouyaté got a touch to divert it away from him. But it is a Tottenham corner. West Ham produced the goods from one to get their lead. And Spurs have got Ali, they've got Dyer, they've got Alderweireld, they've got Foyth, they've got Eriksson all in there. Trippier's kick, Alderweireld got the flick on. Ali went down, maybe for a penalty, but although the flag was up, it appears it was actually for an offside.
Yeah, Dele Alli gets goal side of Sam Byram here. The ball is whipped in, they push out as a team here, West Ham's, when it's flicked on. Very good decision. Ali is offside, there's claims for a penalty, but he's offside first.
Well, Ali's goal in the first half looked to have secured Spurs' place in the quarter-finals, but after that dramatic turnaround within a quarter of an hour of the second half, West Ham on the brink of taking their place in tomorrow's quarter-final draw. Here's Eriksson. Dembele. 4 minutes added on. Moussa Dembele. Christian Eriksen going for it. Oh, it's only patted clear to Alderweireld. Davis's strike. After such a good performance from Adrian, that wasn't the best clearance from the goalkeeper, which kept the pressure on his own goal. In from Dyer, away by Rice.
It just seemed that Adrian was terrified to actually collect the ball, but it wasn't the most powerful shot from Eriksson. He saw it all the way. He should have collected it pretty cleanly.
Here's Eriksson again. West Ham defending for their lives. Alderweireld with a header in, Rice with a header away. In by Dyer, away by Byram. Can't imagine what blood pressure levels that man has at the moment. Dyer. Trippier. Davis with the ball across. That was coolly done by Aaron Cresswell.
The Tottenham centre-halves are up from the back, so they're just going to fling that ball into the 6-yard box and hope something breaks. Slaven Bilic's team defending really, really well, disciplined. They're getting to the ball first.
Having been under the cosh, he's desperate for these 2 minutes or so to speed by Slaven Bilic. He was facing more scrutiny after 45 minutes, but now it's looking a more positive picture. Eriksson with a touch. Kouyaté gets it away. It's Sissoko. Ball in by Eriksson. And Ayew carries it to safety. Away by Arnautovic. Noble is the furthest player forward for West Ham. They know it's going to come straight back at them, but they're still defending in numbers here, hoping to see the job through. Less than 90 seconds left. Do Spurs have the guile to open them up? It's Georges Kevin Nkudu, driven against Byram. Mike Dean has given West Ham the throw, and that might just bring his heart rate down a little.
Performed well for 90 minutes, West Ham, but Slaven Bilic was hoping his players would certainly put in a shift for him this evening. It's taken 15 minutes for them to turn this game around. Quite extraordinary.
Davis. It's back from Aaron Cresswell. Carroll. Kouyaté. An incredible night for West Ham United and for Slaven Bilic. On the basis of 45 minutes in the first half, his job could have been under threat. But after a 15-minute turnaround in the second half, Bilic a hero again, and West Ham are into the quarter-finals of the League Cup for the second year running. They were 2-0 down at half-time, but 2 strikes from Andre Ayew and a winning header from Angelo Ogbonna turned it around in the most dramatic fashion. The game looked beyond them when Sissoko in the 6th minute and Dele Alli before the break had them really on the back foot, and they looked a dispirited bunch. But somehow they reinvigorated themselves, and with that renewed energy and the finishing prowess of Andre Ayew, David Sullivan was left in a far more cheerful mood by West Ham's second half performance, and they take their place now in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup. What do you like, Andy?
It's just incredible, really. It was an air of complacency about the Tottenham performance. At 2-0 up, they were coasting, it was comfortable. But just that 15 minutes, an incredible 15 minutes of attacking urgency, intensity, and give West Ham a lot of credit. It looked dead and buried at 2-0 down, but they've shown a lot of spirit. They played for their coach tonight.